Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Saludos Amigos. So, yeah, this is my poor attempt at Spanish. Greetings, friends. This is the 1943, only 42 minutes long. It's considered Disney's shortest feature, animated feature, ever. And at least, or certainly at this date. But this is kind of an important movie. I did a little bit of research beyond just an IMDb, but this is a mix of live action and animation, not together at the same time. It tells a number of different stories, one of which stars Donald Duck right here, meeting Jose for the very first time. This is Jose's first appearance. You might recognize him in the Tiki Room, but he looks very different here. But it's also the birth of what would become the Three Caballeros, which is a movie that came out 2 years after this due to the success of this film. What most people don't realize, and I didn't realize until recently, a friend of mine told me about it when I told him I was watching Three Caballeros, but it turns out it was this movie that got it all started. Let me make sure I get this right. The United States Department of State, before they entered into World War II, they sent basically a bunch of artists and musicians and everything, just a number of creative people, including Walt Disney, and this is somehow also involved Norman Rockwell. They basically sent a crew of people down to Latin America, South America, and just gave them the full tour. And this is at a time, basically, even though America wasn't in, the United States was not in World War II yet, this was an attempt to disrupt the connections that the Nazis were having with certain Latin American and South American countries. And they did, by doing this, it sort of put the people, these nations, the culture in the eyes of Americans, and showed them how not so different and not so foreign that these people were. So it was a humongous step where art helped change the course of not just culture, but prevented certain aspects, certain countries, certain governmental leaders from joining the Nazis. So that's it's kind of a big deal. But yeah, beyond Donald Duck and Jose, you get a Goofy playing a gaucho cowboy, and also we get to meet Pedro, the airplane. He's the little boy plane who's child of the daddy and the mommy plane, the very masculine male daddy plane. Like it would be anything else, but they make the distinction that he's very male and masculine, and the mommy plane is very female and she's a woman. And the boy plane, when daddy gets sick, he has to, the little boy plane has to step in and deliver the mail over I believe the Andes Mountains, and it's a big deal, and it's a full little animated feature within a feature. So an animated short, I should say. But yeah, so you got 3-4 different stories throughout this, and it's kind of a fun little thing. It's got lots of salsa music throughout it, and just good old-fashioned classic Disney animation fun with Donald and Goofy, and showing off the culture of this faraway land that most people didn't really give a full understanding of until it became very apparent that we had to keep the spread of the Nazis from going beyond Europe. So yeah, that's what we get out of animation, out of Disney. So let me bring up. These movies are important. It's weird. They do stuff rather than entertain. They stop Nazis. That's cool. All right, let's pick tomorrow's. 185. 185. 185. Ha! Well, hey, we got into the Fs. We got a F movie. Can you guess what it is? It's none other than the modern classic, Frozen. Yep. We got Frozen, Elsa, Anna, Sven, Cletus, Olaf, all those guys. It's Frozen on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow if you haven't heard it. Or sorry, if you haven't seen it enough. But I'm pretty sure you've heard the song more than you've seen the movie. So I'm gonna get some dinner. See you later. Bye.